welcome back to ECPGencat.com. I'm your AYP, Jose Vasquez, your Associate Youth Pastor. And today we have our new treasurer, Alexa Ortiz. And as you know, this is the first vIp vlog of 2013. And the month of January specifically is dedicated always to College Awareness Month, giving light to colleges and people going to colleges and the success coming from colleges. And we want to give a spiritual light on the topic, And Alexa being a current writer student, she's going to give her own experience, her own take, and her own perspective. So let's put the cards on the table. Let's put all the facts out there. What really happens on campus and in the dorms, in the dormitories, being a resident? What really happens?
Well, from being a resident, I can tell you that there are more than just study nights. There are a lot of social gatherings, a lot of partying involved, and a lot of alcohol, drugs involved, all of that stuff.
There's a lot of immoral things going on campus that us being in church and being so kept in this bubble, we're not used to, we're not aware of, but and it might be a shock, and we don't know how to handle it because we never experienced it before. So many people think that no, that's because you hang out with the wrong people, the wrong crowd is the situation. But how great are the pressures on campus?
They are really great. People can have to a certain extent, they can have an effect on your mentality, the way you think. And sooner or later, you might find yourself being the ones planning these parties and social gatherings, letting everyone know that you're free tonight, not studying. And it's different once you're in college by yourself.
Yeah, because you have greater freedom.
Exactly. Mom and dad aren't there. And, this freedom that you have on your hands can definitely take a toll on your relationship with God.
In college, if you go into college without having a true, strong relationship with the Holy Spirit and you live on campus, it can be really tough to decide what's good and bad, because the Holy Spirit is the one that truly tells you what to do, what not to do. Right. The Holy Spirit tells you, look, this is good, this is bad. If you don't have that conscience, if you don't have that sensitivity to the Holy Spirit, it can lead to several consequences that are not good and can separate you from you and God and destroy your relationship with Him. So we've talked about the issues and the problems. Let's talk about the solution, which is Jesus, obviously. Where is Jesus on campus? Where is spirituality? Is there a sense of spirituality in college?
Well, I can say that individually, yes. However, as a community, as a university, I don't really think that they offer a lot of religion or religious beliefs to the students. I know in my university, we have a chapel, a Catholic chapel, and I can only remember going once. And so there's a lot of advertisements for parties and these social gatherings that occur every week, but you don't see the same when it comes to church activities.
It's tough when all you see is invitation to sin, invitation to parties, and flyers to go do what God doesn't want you to do, things that are out of God's will. And like you said, religion, the concept of religion is not really promoted on campus. More parties and less having a relationship with God. So how about to those that are high school students? They're seniors, they're juniors. What advice do you want to give to them for those that want to go cross country, cross state, want to go far and leave your parents, leave everything?
Right.
What's your advice to them?
My advice would definitely be to pray to God and ask Him, where does He really want you? A lot of people want to go to California, want to go to Florida, but really ask yourself, is it really for the freedom or is it for the education? Because if it is for the education, there can be any local school that you can go to here that can easily be a good choice for you. A lot of people like to use the majors.
Majors as an excuse.
Exactly, as an excuse. But anything that you find at another university can be an equivalent major to that major that you do want to study.
Yeah, so keep your eyes open. Really look at your options locally.
Exactly.
And see, is it really worth it to go across country, to abandon your moral beliefs and abandon your moral foundation just to have an education that can be given to you right here where you're locally living right now. Now, to those living on campus already, and to those that are have already decided to go far and be a resident far away from home and church, here's some practical tips to help you. First tip: join a Christian fellowship group. Like Alexa said, there's a lot of promotion for parties and for frat parties and fraternities and Greek life. But if you look and ask, and ask, that's the main thing. Ask your student activities desk and ask them the council members for clubs that are Christian based, Christian fellowship groups that have Bible studies, that have prayer, to have some kind of place to go. Even you don't have to go to a church, but even then, you might find some churches on campus.
Exactly. Another one can be go to church. As soon as you get to college, or if you're already there, try to see what is around your area, what community church is around your area. Yeah. Even some colleges offer a church inside of the campus. So try to go to church, even if it's once a week. Try to go. Yeah,
there might be churches around there. Might not be the one you like, or might not be your type, but it's really about that. It's more about just seeking God and finding a place to congregate, like the
Right.
word says. Also, start a Bible study. You know, on the dorms, they're having parties, they're doing things that are not of God, but you have to be proactive with your faith and, you know, find Christian friends, find a group of Christian friends, little bit, ask around, see, you know, spot them out and start a Bible study in your dorm or wherever it may be, and come together once a week so you can, you know, feed yourself with the word.
And even if you don't find them, you know, that's where you can come in and try to show others about God.
Yeah.
And that's where you can, you know, try to stay
teach
close.
them about the word.
Exactly.
So while you're teaching others, you're still feeding yourself and you're
Exactly.
still keeping that foundation.
Another tip is to do your daily devotionals. You know, just stay rooted into the Word, and anything that you read from the Bible can help you in your daily circumstances, any daily dilemma that you have. It can help you.
Yeah, stay rooted in the Word. If, let's say you don't find any group of friends and you're just alone, you feel like you're alone, there's no one. Still pray, still read the Word, still seek God in your private life, you know, and He will, you know, reward you for that.
Exactly.
And many times when on campus, there's different beliefs. Not everyone's Christian on campus. There's, you know, there's Muslims, there's Buddhists, there's atheists, there's all these different types of beliefs. And it might clash sometimes, and sometimes people might offend you, and they might, you know, speak not wisely, speak foolishly of your religion, of your beliefs, of your faith, and you have to stand up for what you believe in. Don't just be passive with your faith. You know, pull them aside and say, look, I didn't like what you said back there. You know, I know maybe you were, you know, defending or whatever it may be, but I really didn't take it like that. I took it to offense. You know, confront people, talk to them, and maybe then they might actually, you know, convert and, you know, understand your side, you know, understand your faith, understand where you're coming from. And the last tip?
The last tip is ask for help. You know, take it from somebody who's been in that situation. You know, I've been, you know, in a situation where I needed help, and I've, you know, called people. You know, called your pastor, call your youth pastor, call any leaders, and they can help you. They can help you.
Call your friends, or you know, look for friends on campus that are Christian. Ask for help. You know, even seeing a counselor. You know, even if they're not Christian, seeing a counselor might just help you to establish yourself and bring, you know, collect your thoughts and your emotions, and you know, not lose your sanity, or at least. And no matter what college you go to, you may go far, you may stay close, you're going to be faced with, you know, moral issues. You're going to be faced with, you know, moral dilemmas and immoral acts like partying and drinking and opposing beliefs as well. While some situations are black and white, you know, they're cut dry, some situations have a gray area, and it may be tough. And those situations that are, you're not sure what's right, what's wrong, that's when your faith is challenged. That's when you have to go to God, and you have to keep your eyes on God and let Him navigate, you know, help you through it. I want to leave this with a Bible verse. In Jeremiah 29:11, it says, "For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you a hope and a future." After this blog, I want you to analyze your life. I want you to analyze the plans you have for your future, the plans you have for the upcoming years. And I want you to ask yourself, are these plans God's plans? Are these plans God's will, or just my will, what I want to do? Really look at that and see, are you really doing God's will?
Right.
Yes.
And if you are about to graduate, or if you are about to enter college, you know, don't let the overwhelming experience of college take a toll on you. You know, God has you there for a purpose, and the Word says that He has a plan to make you prosper now and in your future.
Yes, and you know, He has plans to give you hope, and you know, don't be discouraged.
Exactly.
If you're going through it right now, you're having an issue, leave a comment below. Let us know. And I want to leave with this last sentence, you know, let God plan your success and don't set yourself up for failure, okay? I'm your AYP, Jose Mora Vasquez.
I'm your treasurer, Alexa Ortiz.
See you, God bless.
God bless you.